where flowers bloom in heaven. Lullaby. It is now springtime in heaven. Sky is so blue, sun is shining so bright. Beautiful flowers are everywhere. Angels are dancing as the harps play. Here on earth, we scamper around. Sky is so blue, sun shining so bright. Beautiful flowers are everywhere. We are missing the angels in heaven. Angels are dancing as the harps play. They await the day, as we do also, as once again we will all be together, our mothers and us, in heaven above, swept away the last cutler of sunset, ocean in his eyes, winds and waves, the sea man loved forever gone, the late song of night birds, crushed corals, sand and rocks, the sea man loved, blown afar, the harvest seeds, flowers in his hearts, petals in bloom, a pale pink blossoms, the sea man loved, found and lost, the light of stars alone he sailed, through narrow paths to mountain shadows, the sea man loved, and hoped to smell the scent of her hair, and hoped to wipe rain off her lips, and hoped to taste her roasting chestnuts, to mend regrets with just one kiss. The garden of love birds tending, so often it pains us to render its due. When drought offers fret and water and scarce, and lovers forget what it means to be true. Yet love, like a garden, reward us. The flowers of the heart are worth all the pain. How else can we reap the beautiful yield with little loose and with so much to gain, with little to lose and so much to gain? When I think of where we first started with just the horizon to capture our view, my eyes now behold what a garden can be, with effort and love to carry it through, spit and seen into you. Bright yellow sparks glisten around the landscape, sheer environment exposed, a warmth slinks down every step, so invigorating, a spur-like rays, mustering long light, the wolves wait to howl, a soon bunch of flowers huddle in with sunlit love, a luminous rave. I stand close with a fistful of flowers, my tiny banquet made of dandelion dreams. They fade with one gush from the wind. I stand close with a fistful of flowers, holding on tight to jagged leaves. Sprinkles of sand fall over my knees. I stand close with a fistful of flowers, my tiny banquet made of dandelion dreams. I know the land where the lemon trees flower. My love met near them to linger an hour. I kissed him, I hugged him, and smelled the sweet scent, and prayed it stayed with him wherever he went. The date was so perfect, the skies were so blue, the fragrance entrancing, and love was so new. He broke off a blossom and gave it to me, and promised his love for an eternity. My friends were so happy to plan bridal showers, and my wedding a banquet was of lemon tree flowers. So beautiful are thy silent thoughts. I would watch fine eyes all day. There is a wonder in them, as the sun's first flash through tumult of ocean spray. In them the shining calm of upland pools mirrors the glory round, and their shadows are the shadows of sweet flowers upon the summer ground. So beautiful are thy silent thoughts. I would watch fine eyes all day, more beauteous than their silence and the stars. Than the silent stars are they. I'll love you tomorrow, like the days that come to me, like the warmth of summer sunshine, like a wind that blows from me free, to hear the song of nightingales beneath a crescent moon, to share each simple pleasure on a rainy afternoon, in the silence of a morning deep within a restless sea, walking through the darkness, and with every faint in me, for every precious moment that lives in effigy, a love will grow within my soul to reach eternity. And when we gather moonbeams after twilight steals the hours, sleep with me through endless days among a sea of midnight flowers. I'll be there for you. Mark my words, I swear it's true. When you breathe, I want to be the air for you. Yes, babe, I'll be there for you. With petals red as passion's fire, a rose I bring my heart's desire. Each velvet a layer hides a trace of whispered words. Love's warm embrace and fragrant, sweet your essence lies. My bloom, my love, where beauty flies. Fields of lavender soft and true, a purple sea and morning dew. My love, like lavender, grows strong in gentle hues where hearts belong. The breeze it carries whispers near, a song of love for you to hear. For you, a daisy pure and bright, with petals soft in morning light. Your laughter blooms, a simple grace that fills my heart, a sacred place, my darling dear, so sweet and true. This daisy blossoms I give to you, a tulip bright with colors bold. In springtime's warmth, our love unfolds. Though tender moments fresh and clear, our hearts bloom brightly year by year, like tulips grown from earth's embrace. We flourish in love's vibrant space, exotic blooms with petals rare, and orchards. Love is laid bare in hidden folds, in fragile lines. I see your heart, a love so divine, though shy it stands with beauty proud. My orchard love among the crowd. Wow, beneath the cherry, a blossom sweet, our souls entwine, where love roots meet. A fleet and blossom in spring's embrace. Together now we find our peace, like petals soft that fall from trees. We bloom, we dance on life's gentle breeze. Petals fall in gentle streams, like echoes soft from distant dreams. Our love, like petals drifting down, bring joy, yet wears a fragile crown. And each descent, a truth we see, that love must dance with destiny. A gentle breeze, so soft and light, like love that fills the soul at night. It moves unseen, yet deeply felt. In tender ways our hearts do melt. My love, a breeze that whispers near. In calm embrace it draws us near. In a garden lush and green, our love like roses grows unseen. With every petal, every leaf, we plant our joys, we share our grief. Tonight here, through storm and sun, our love's rich blooms are gently spun, red as roses, bright and bold. Our love runs deep, our story retold. Blue as violets, calm and sweet. It holds us close in calm retreat. Yellow hues and dew, I be there for you. Mark my words, I swear it's true. When you breathe, I wanna be the air for you, baby. I'll be there for you. I'll live and I'll die for you. In gardens where affection grows, each petal a tender tale it shows. A love like sunlight softly flows. It blooms of pink, affection glows. Roses whisper, sweet in ear. Lilies listen, love to hear. With every blossom draw you near. Then flowers language crystal clear. In every hue a promise kept. Through storms and seasons, love has slept. Now in full bloom, our hearts have leaped. In gardens of affection, secrets wept. Indeed, I'll be there for you. Cherry blossoms soft and light. Underneath we share but sight. Petals falling slow descent. With every bloom, our love's ascent. Side by side in spring's embrace. Together in this serene place, blossoms pink, a tender hue reflects the love I feel for you. Of fruit seasons as these flowers grow, well, so does the love that we both know. Hand in hand beneath their cover, we bloom like no other. Forever and ever, roses speak in shades of red. Love's old tales anew are said. Thorns remind us of the dread. Yet for romance our hearts are led. In moonlit gardens secrets trade, where petals fall and vows are made. Each fragrance of memories cascade. In romance's light no color shall fade. Beneath the stars our hands entwine. Among the roses your eyes meet mine. A love like wine grows fine with time. Roses are romances in perfect rhyme. Day and all night, singing rhymes. Lavender fields under summer skies, where our love quietly lies. Hues of purple spread wide and far, matching the twilight and the first star. Hand in hand through rose we roam, in lavender scents we find our home. Gentle breezes carry our laughter, promises made forever after. Under this expanse so vast, so true, every shade of purple speaks of you. In lavender hues, love finds its view. The time was bound forever anew. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Daisies bloom so wild and free in fields where we lay, just you and me. White and yellow, simple grace. In every petal, your smile I trace. With each daisy, a promise sown. In open fields, love has grown, gentle as the morning dew. Daisies bring me back to you, hand-picked banquets of a sunshine bright, symbols of love pure and light. For my darling, these daisies hold a story of love forever told. Behold, wool, a tulip's bloom in colors bright, a garden of delight by night, under stars their hues so bold. A tender moment start to unfold, with each cutler a memory in tulips' fields. Love's symphony softly swaying in the breeze, our shared laughter, hearts at ease. These tulips witness to our dreams, illuminated by moonbeams, and every bloom our love's testament. Tulips in moments beautifully spent, hence orchards bloom in secret shade, where our dreams and love are laid. Delicate petals, colors deep, guard the promises we keep. In twilight's embrace, they stand so proud, silent witnesses, a love avowed. Mystic hues under the moon's gleam, reflecting the essence of our dream. Together in this secluded space, orchard dreams are love's embrace. Eternal blooms under stars' beams. In gardens of night flourish our dreams. Indeed, na 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 na, all day and all night, the darkness begins to settle in inside of my head. The demons begin to speak again. The demons go on. The demons go on inside of my head. The demons are echoing again inside of my head. Sail on the seas of life, we find ourselves adrift, carried away with no compass or map to guide our way. Our bodies, two vessels destined for collision on the jagged cliffs of the fray, ensnared by death's velvet chains, bound our amatory embrace, shipwreck that leaves us both in our rural abyss. A Lanchi mouse tide drops to ebb us away, but we choose not to fade. I'll hold you, sapphire sanctuary of soulless, living or stuffed. Your throat seemed my ensnared. Our kiss connects, waves dissolve, a waxen effigy surrounding its form. Boundaries blur in ravenous hunger for kisses pull us through the thunderstorm. Beloved, promise me you won't let go. Well, there I go. Stay with me tonight. Together we will share the stars and with each watch each one shine bright, hand in hand throughout the night. Let me keep you warm until night becomes day, and we are woken, awakened by the sound of a distant thunderstorm. But do not worry, for our love will keep us dry, and our love will keep us warm. For our love is more than potent than the eye of a thunderstorm. Bid on my love, crashing waves, thunderstorm, soaking wet, yet I'm warm. Blooming flowers, turtle dove, all four seasons show me love. I had no idea it was love I was falling in, but through the free fall I saw his eyes. And from the eye of the hurricane we stood within. He saw through my every disguise. He bent my will and lit up my sky. His thunder silenced my fear. Coppery clouds had me wondering why. His violent storm makes my eyes see so clear. Broke me and fixed me. He promised to carry my burdens tattooed on his veins. He was the thunderstorm and the battling, and I was the one who smelled the rain. Like a broken spirit, but never brave enough to admit it. As dark clouds of loneliness hang low over my heart, the showers of pain wash down on me as the thunderstorm of anger roars loudly as a furious lion. As I think all is lost, and there is no reason for another beat. The winds of hope blow the clouds away. The bright sun fills the dark and chases the pain. The sweet sounds of happiness I hear. Love you may find here to get inside. Few have tried to find the key, none have succeeded. Some fell and pleaded, but this bruised heart refuses to be broken, as it is my most valuable token. Echoes of ferocious thunder Splinter in the silence of night, the rain beating down in sheets, fractures of the darkness with flashes of light, branches strewn, snapped and broken, leave a limbless tree shattered, a torrential deluge crashes, delicate flowers laying bruised and scattered, but the storm passes, as all tempests eventually fade, leaving raw wounds to heal, shielded from the morrow's blazing sun, resting in the serene coolness of comfort and shade. Everlasting love, a passion totally deemed a trite old-fashioned love to a non-conform. Here we are, oh so evident, holding hands like a desert in a thunderstorm. I went outside to see the sun shine, stopped by the rain that fall outside. I stayed inside, waited to see the sunshine, though the angrily rain spoiling my joy. Then I see little children playing outside with the raindrop, help them enjoy. Then come the thunderstorm with an unpleasant voice, and the little children panic and run inside. Then goes the rain, and go again the sunshine, as it welcomed the children to come and enjoy. I walked and walked till I realized the unpleasant thunderstorm voice. Boom! Finally forced the sun to shine. I saw a pearl, a peerless pearl, I court a pearl, I caught a pearl, my pearl was pure, I jubilate on my triumph. A thunderstorm, my pearl slipped away. A thunderstorm rolls in, the rain pounds its leaves as quickly as it came, leaving echoes of its sounds. Sidewalks lined with romance of the smashing rain, flowers bent, muddy puddles, heavy leaves ripe with gain, thudding footsteps on the ground, yearning for a destination. Quiet wishes spoken aloud, but no, not without an explanation. I awake one night feeling the sweetest dream I ever had. My pounding heart and shaking body, has my beautiful mind gone mad? As the powerful crack of thunder follows the brightest spark of light, I knew deep in my soul that this feeling was right. A mirror of things they'll never share, shapeless shadows, a wandering thunderstorm. This emptiness can't pass, despite his affluent life. He is safe but helpless. He becomes nothing again. Grace means gracious acceptance. If only I could have my way. Normally I would have slipped away. Our Milky Way galaxy, take me away from this planet where I may see a park for our children, where the sun of peace beams every day. No weapons to start a battle of ray. A simple space for love to multiply. When love was tortured, she was silent. She was repeating words in mind. Her eyes were looking up at heaven, and there was no tears to sign. When love was being murdered, she was silent. She was reminding herself of all the moments when she was smiling, when happiness was real for her. There was no pain when the blood appeared, and her last breath was gone. Thunderstorm and rain came out from heaven. Darkness was called to go back to earth. God cursed people and said, you will pay for your sin forever. Without understanding, you will feel nothing, believing it is real. And deal, I am there for you. Mark my words, I swear it's true. When you breathe, I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for you. Every time I start missing you, I rue about not being together. I try to pacify myself by thinking that the worst is already over. But no matter what I do, loneliness casts gloom and darkness like a raging and merciless tornado. It sucks away my life's happiness. Just give me a hug and I feel my heart barely limping through. I'm not asking for a lot. All I need is you. There are moments when I feel delusional. There are times when I feel let down. There are days when I feel weak. Sometimes my smiles are wiped off my frowns. Lost, dazed, and confused. It was what I feel, almost like nursing a permanent flu. This is the state of my life right now, as I trip over how badly I'm missing you right now. Wow. On my latest WhatsApp status says, come back to me quickly. My latest tweets shout out, I miss you very much. My Google Plus update is, I want you love and touch. You are aware of my feelings, and I know you are spitting all this. So why don't you do the right thing? Baby, come back and give me a kiss. How much I miss you. I simply can't not tell. It's like on me, you've cast a magic spell. Words are not enough to convey my feelings. When you're not around, everything is irritating. I don't know how much longer I can keep going this way. Well, away. When you're not with me, I can't help but smile, thinking about how it'll be when we meet again. When we meet again with long and silent hugs, all my worries will melt away when you give me those tugs. Whoa, oh, what would I give for that moment to come sooner? You have no idea how I desperately crave to be together. I miss you, it's true. I'm so in love with you, and it just keeps getting better forever and ever, forever and ever. Every moment I spent with you was like a beautiful dream come true. It was the best dream I ever saw, more colorful than a rainbow. Your pretty voice is echoing in my ear, a splendid sound I ever hear. So no nightingale's song can compare to your glamorous tone. Bows of light and brown eyes as brown, as bright as twinkling stars in the sky. Why, oh why, I cry inside of my mind. The echoes begin again. The echoes begin, and I said, inside of my mind again and again. Inside of my mind, the voices begin, echoing poetry again. This is the end. I say goodbye, spring sighs. Love awakes, blossoms whisper, hearts quake, dewdrops sparkle, softly tread, and each bloom promises said. Sunrise blushes, gentle embrace, and the warmth of love's trace. Away, hate, away. And the dawn of spring's soft light, love whispers through the breeze. Flowers bloom in colors bright, hearts fall, souls ease beneath the vast awakening sky. Two hands entwined with grace, in every bloom a sigh, love's gentle trace. In the warmth of the sun's kiss, promises bloom over true, ever true. In spring, we find our bliss in every hue. Yes, it's true. Won't cried out over you. Yes, it's true. In spring's embrace, we find our space where flowers bloom. Love's gentle room, hands entwined, souls aligned, under skies so vast. Our love steadfast, morning dew reflects me and you, in each drop of world, our story unfurled, with each blossom's rise, reflected in your eyes, a promise made anew in spring's hue. Yes, it's true, I'm all cried out over you, and it just keeps getting better. I shall love you forever and ever. I shall love you forever and ever. How many images can I paint more than I've already done? Like night's moonlit or a meadow dancing, you whom I adore. In every love scene, you're the start of it, of the many colors of each, each brilliant hue. I splashed them giddily when we shared bliss. I've given sunset, snow, and spring to you, sweet passions, words for you, dear, and a kiss. I've always left down on the corner of each canvas in our life, for there's no me without you, and there's nothing but our love to get us through. And sometimes tragedy, I painted two deep oceans blue, yet still I'll paint you always lovely with my quill. Spring awakens my tree, bejeweled, a perfumed bride. Lovebirds make their nest. Summer's yellowed lawn beneath my tree's sombrero. A sombrero grass breathes sweet relief. Falls quick change. Artists from green to gold to crimson disrobe. My tree snaps. My tree naps. As dawn will bring no daylight without dark, empty night with clearest day, no beauty told, no beauty hold without the dreary rainstorms dismal a mark, as spring would bring no rebirth without cold winter sleep, the fallen snow no cleansing without the ash and stain of fall, as love would bring no healing without the stinging wounds of hate, and laughter give no joy of gladness without the woeful tears of pain, as peace would have no glory in its quest without the fear of war. Life's thrill would wane, no meaning hold without the awe of death, without the awe of death, as heaven is no pride, no prize about hell's fire therein, as heaven is no prize about hell's fire therein. Forgiveness is no virtue without the sinner's sin. And then spring is back for Hark, the eastern bluebirds have returned, flying in droves from tree to tree, singing to their heart's delight. No wonder they symbolize the joy and happiness of gardens and fragrance with fragrance love. Yet I also admire the Swanson thrush, spring grandeur with its flute and song, a sure sign that spring is back. A choir of music mixed with skylarks achieving a harmonious symphony, a feeling that adds to the joy of bells. Things that seem poetic were always sad. Well, I yearned for glitter and my dad's guffaw, which never came. Familiar things were always drear. Repeated motions in the same old game. There were only distant glimpses of budding spring, fleeting views of daffodils. The strongest poems dealt me deaf and dying still. I always hoped I never went under to gray despair, forever dreaming of the garden of love we could share. But those forbidden delights faded away quickly away. The only reality I understand is the ever looming and final one. Nothing's changed. The strongest poems deal with death and dying. I will kiss you while you sleep, lady dressed in white, and melt your cold heart made of ice. Then you will rise, liquefied high into the sky, and fall as raindrops from God's eyes to the waiting buds below, where now you will grow with me in the bloom of a rose. Well, where what's not to love about a summer day, kissed by the sun, the warmth of its embrace, to feel the cleanse from sweat at work and play, while honeysuckle breezes cool my face, with hillsides blanketed in purple vetch, magenta, morning glories, and light blues. Imagine all the butterflies they fetch, that seem to romance any poet's muse. But when it gets too hot, I seek the shade barefoot in clover neath tall, sycamores, or take a watermelon down to wade a spring-fed creek to cool while I explore. That even in the swing, I watch fireflies, then I pray. I wait to see one more sunrise, rhyme after rhyme. What matters most is obvious to me. It's hearth and hornet, kin and family. Life is an hourglass, and the sands of your time keep drifting down, drifting and drifting downward as you race to get in all the things you want to do, but take time to breathe in the things you love. Fresh baked bread, roses, and a petrichor of spring. Simple are life's joys. Give all you love to all those you love, for that will be your legacy when your sands run out and the hourglass turns over. Well, I'll be there for you. Yes, it's true. Oh, we planted roses in the spring when love was floating in the air, a diamond glittering on your ring, reflected in your hazel eyes, the rainbow hues of paradise. We had so much to give and share. The months went by, the roses bloomed. But when one day an ill wind blew, no mercy shone. Our dreams were doomed to winter slowly and decay. That fateful night you passed away, all the white roses died with you. Yes, it's true. Perfume breaths of rosy breeze, and lyrical refrain of redolent winds, enamoring your pulse of lawn and compose harmonies euphonic, strumming verses of heartbeats. When nightingale sings song of eve, as buoyant river rushes to sea, giggling stream, green and prairies, voicing passions of iridescent spring. I'll be there for you, yes, it's true, but it is the moon on opal skies that seduces your dream of dreams, proffering aura of esoteric smile, and color hints of amorous night, a lauding quest of allure, romantic, hypnotizing your zealous soul, ecstatic, and my infatuating words from songs of heart, rousing passion, crooning tender tunes of love, tiptoeing to become your world as it spins and it whirls and it swirls and it twirls. You all see a romantic couple kissing. I see a lonely lamppost. You all see the blossom of love. I see a fading light. You all see the spring of love as I see the terror of another lonely night. I'll be there for you, yes, it's true. She walks underneath the pink sunshade trees, dressed in flowing antique white bridal gown, undissuaded heart to laugh, love, a piece undrawn to fragments of leaves rustling around the start of spring, radiant glow of pink, fountain of cherry blossom, petals traced down to the ground, a dress in the green, a wink of amorous, a scene of warmth of her grace, enthralled by sensation of sweet sap teas, gold sunshine rays, column stand, and solemn poetic strokes of emotions to please a life draped in beams hued in cherry blossoms, a blank canvas rich in true color spun in glazed memories not to be undone. Bum 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 bum.